So you're looking for more information on possible finance? Well, in this video, I'm going to be giving you a possible finance app review. So you definitely want to stick with me all the way through this video so you don't miss anything. Now, my name is Rakeem Madison, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Also, tick that bell icon if you want to learn how to build a long, sustainable business that will give you the freedom you deserve. All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and minimize my camera and we're gonna jump right into today's content. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to possiblefinance.com. All right, so here's the website right here. Now let's actually get into what Possible Finance can actually do for you. So the first thing we can see here on the left side is it says financial fairness is possible. Okay, access money with ease, improve financial health, and reclaim what's yours. So the first thing that we can notice is that it's on the Apple Store and it's also on the Google Play Store. So we can see the Apple Store has, quite a bit, 31,000 ratings versus the Google Play Store has 13,000 ratings. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually go over to the loans tab. All right, so you can see fast and affordable payday loan alternative, okay? So it says borrow up to $500 in minutes even with bad credit, okay? Repay over time and build your credit history. So how does this really work? Okay, so when we think about a payday loan, most people, we don't see that as, in a positive sight, right? But when you think about Possible Finance, what Possible Finance actually does is instead of the traditional payday loan where you get a payday loan from like one of the places around the corner or whatever, right? When you get that payday loan, they're expecting you to pay it right up front, right? They don't want you to pay it in payments. They want you to pay it everything that they gave you right then and there, right? Or whenever that time comes, right? But the difference with Possible Finance is that they break it up over an 8-week span, right? So you'll get, over that 8 weeks, you'll get 4 repayments, and every time you get a successful payment, that's going to go towards your payment, payment history for your credit. And if you understand anything about credit, that makes up 35% of your credit, right? That takes up a whole lot of it, right? And so if you're getting it to actually report to your credit, since it actually reports to all 3 major credit bureaus, right? Experian, TransUnion, and also Equifax, this is going to actually benefit you quite a bit. All right, so let's actually go deeper into it. So what you want to do is you want to go to right here and put your phone number in and then hit submit. And then as you can see, it says basically they're going to send you a link to actually download their app. Okay, so after you do that, right, let's go down a little bit more, give you a little bit more, information on it. So you can see it says better than traditional payday loans. All right, so let me know in the comments if you think that's a lot better than actually having to pay, like a traditional payday loan where when they give it to you, they want it all back at one time. They want to give you no 8-week span like how Possible Finance is actually given. So let me know in the comments how you feel about that. All right, so here it is. So it says get cash in minutes, bad credit or no credit. So you can either have bad credit or you can have no credit at all, and this could actually still benefit you. All right, so the next thing is build your credit history, as I pretty much just spoke about before we actually move down. All right, so if we push down even more, right, you can see the partners. And then we push down even more, there it is actually giving you a comparison between Possible and what traditional payday loans would actually do. So you see Possible, the amount borrowed is $200, right? And then the time to repay, as I was speaking about earlier, is 8 weeks. And over that 8 weeks, there are going to be 4 repayments, and every successful payment will report to your payment history. All right, and then bank overdraft fees, you can see that says $10, and then it gives you a span of 24 hours. And then you can see the payroll advance apps. Let's say, for instance, they give you 200. Well, they want it in 10 days, right? So you can see Possible actually gives you a way longer time span than all of these right here. right? So that's why it could be beneficial, right? Because that won't put you in a jam to where, let's say, for instance, you get a traditional payday loan and then they're asking for all of it, but you don't have all of it, right? So this gives you the time to be able to make up what you actually borrowed. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. So I want to give you a visual of what I was just talking about. So here it is right here. Here's the example. So with a traditional payday loan, you go out, you borrow 200. And then you can see it says repay all at once. But then over here for possible, it says borrow 200. And then you can see 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, and then 8 weeks, right? So pretty much you can see 4 payments. So every 2 weeks, you'll have a payment that you'll pay, which will give you way more time for the money that you borrowed. So then you can recoup whatever it is that you need to recoup. Okay, so that's how it's broken down. Now let's actually go over here to the notes that I've actually put together as far as the important things. So as I was going to go ahead and, I actually talked about the traditional payday loan and possible versus the possible finance loan a little earlier in the video, so I won't go back to that. But this right here, it says get an approval decision within 24 hours. So on the website, it said minutes. So you could get it within minutes. But what it's telling you is that it will happen within a 24-hour span. The next thing is the time frames for when the money will actually get to you. So it says money arrives in your bank account in 1 to 2 business days. Now, of course, this could vary, right? Now, this could depend on your bank. Maybe it takes 3 business days. But according to what they have on the website, it's 1 to 2 business days. The next thing, as I pretty much already talked about, which is the 4 equal payments. So over the span of 8 weeks, is going to be 4 payments that you would make. So it's not going to be that rush like, oh, we gave you a payday loan, we want all of it right now. None of that. All right. And then, of course, I already talked about building your credit with each successful payment. Now let's move on down to what you actually need to apply. So you need your smartphone, right? Because it is a mobile app. You need a driver license, either a state issued ID or a passport. And then of course you need your social security number and a checking or savings account, preferably a checking account, because usually with a checking account, you're moving a lot more transactions than you would be moving if it's a savings account. All right. All right. So these are the things that they use to kind of gauge on what they're going to actually give you. So you need it at minimum 3 months of the transaction history, right? At minimum. So you can't have like no brand new bank account or you're not moving any transactions in there, right? Then it's going to be kind of difficult to give you an approval. And then the next thing is you have to have, income deposits of at least $750 a month. All right. So if you don't have at least $750 a month, I would say, still attempt to see, maybe you could probably still get something, by doing this. But if not, right, if you don't have that coming in, then, I probably won't really waste my time, right? But I don't want to discourage you by saying that. And then the next thing is a positive bank account balance, right? So, that's kind of straightforward, right? They're using what you have. They're looking at, your transaction history to kind of build that relationship, since it is a fintech, and that's usually what they go off, right? They don't go off your, actually checking your credit. And so you don't want to have a negative bank balance, right? And then here are the locations that they're actually servicing right now. So California, Florida, Idaho, Ohio, Texas, Utah, and Washington State. So they do have a waiting list, right? They're going to be, launching out to more and more locations. So you can get on their waiting list if, the ones that I just actually mentioned are not, where you are currently watching from at this time. So definitely go to their website. I put it down below in the description box. So you can go over there, check out the FAQs, check out everything. And if you feel like it's a good fit, go ahead and do it, and let me know in the comments, right? I always love to know, like, maybe not, what you guys are getting approved for. Like if you want to put that down there, go ahead and drop it down there. But I love to, see that I'm actually helping people, right? So I'm providing you with something that's actually going to benefit you. All right. And also what I've done is I've also linked the video down in the description and also in the cards That's going to actually show you how to get approved for credit cards, even if you actually have bad credit. All right, so you definitely want to check that video out as well after watching this video. So with that being said, hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also drop me a comment down below letting me know if this was helpful or valuable. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.